Hi, my name is Yuan. Today I will present my individual assignment, which is operational risk in Parkson Holding Berhad. Parkson Holding Berhad is an investment holding company which involved in the operational and management of retail stores in Malaysia. So based on the annual report from 2014 to 2018, it has shown that the company depreciation expenses is increasing, and it also showed that the company is spending more than they earn, which means that they has a poor finance management. The PPE also increased, and this has been automatically increased the depreciation expenses. With this increased asset, which means that the company management is failed to make the necessary purchase decisions. So for this study, the first objective is to examine the impact of farm internal factor on the operational risk. And the second objective is to examine the impact of external factor on the farm operational risk. And the third objective is to examine the impact of external and internal on the farm operational risk. So the research question is how the farm internal factor will going affect the operational risk. And the second is how the external factor affect the farm operational risk. And the second is how the combinations of internal and external factor affect the farm operational risk. So the second chapter is about the literature review. There has 4 parts of internal factor, which is performance, credit risk, liquidity risk, and operational risk. Then we will calculate the financial ratio to see the impact of internal factor on the operational risk. So to measure the performance on internal factor, we have used the ratio of return on asset to see how effective of the company management using its available asset to reach their profit. In credit risk, we will see the loss in the event of the applicable default on their repayments. So to measure the credit risk, we will using average collection, return, and debt to income. Liquidity risk, we will see that the company available cash to recover the short-term current liquidity. The current ratio and quick ratio will be using to measure the liquidity risk. In operational risk, it is mean that the loss when the company is failed to control the internal process and fail to select the right person for the right task and fail to handle the system and external events. The operational ratio and operational margin will be using to measure the operational risk for this study. So for external factor, there will have GDP, inflation, unemployment rate, and yield curve. So the next slide is about the chapter 3 methodology. In data and samplings, the Parkson holding consists of public list company in Malaysia, and it is a trading sector. The statistical analysis we will using the secondary data, which is journal, article, and website. The regressions and multiple linear regression analysis will be using on analysis the data, and SSPS also will using to review the relationship between the dependence and independence variable. So we can see that operational risk is the dependent variables, and independent variables is consist of internal factor and external factor. In model 1 is to review the impact of internal factor to operational risk, and the model 2 to see the impact of external factor to operational risk. The model is to see the internal factor and external factor to operational risk. Is about the analysis and finding. Based on this descriptive statistic, we will be using 10 variables to measure its mean and standard deviation for 5-year trends. So for example, the operational ratio, the mean is 1.068095, which means that every ringgit of operating expenses, the person able to generate 1 ringgit 7 cents of the sale of the net sale. And the standard deviation for this operational ratio has a lower volatility for the 5 years. The higher of standard deviation will be more unpredictable for the financial ratio. So this is the correlations. So based on this ratio, we can see that the most significant is consists of unemployment rate and quick ratio. That also has the financial ratio that has no significant effect, which is ROA, debt to income, GDP, inflation, and yield curve. This is the Model 3. This is descriptive statistic for Model 3, indicated that inflation has the highest of mean and standard deviations. In correlations of Model 3, it has shown that only unemployment rate is significant because the p-value is below 0.05. Slide is about analysis ANOVA, which will focus on the significantly relationship. So based on this table, we can see that all of the model has a significant relationship with the test. And the best significantly is the Model 2 because the p-value is 0.08, which is the lowest of p-value. So the next slide is about model summary. So in this table we can see that inflation and unemployment rate more helpful to the Model 2 when they expand the operational ratio, because the adjusted R square of Model 2 is higher than adjusted R square for Model 3. Is coefficient table. It means that in Model 1, the current ratio has significant effect to operational ratio as the p-value is below 0.1. So we can see that it is a good condition if the current ratio is higher, as they are able to manage their asset and liability efficiency. In Model 2 and Model 3, the unemployment rate has the best significant coordinations as the lowest of p-value. It means that this unemployment rate has a good fit to describe the operational ratio. Country unemployment rate is raised, it will affect the labor productivity, which automatically will affect the company to generate more sales when they reduce the expenditure. So based on this description in terms of correlations, model summary, and ANOVA, we can assume that Parkson should pay attention to liquidity risk and external factors like unemployment rate to control the exposure of operational risk in the company. Next is recommendations. The Parkson should make regular monitor and evaluates to ensure the operational risk and other risks at a controllable level. And Parkson also should make the key performance indicator to monitor and evaluate the company performance. The company also should emphasize the quality of human resource. Parkson also should make a benchmark of the acceptable financial ratio as a guideline to resolve and control the risk issue. In conclusion, the Parkson focus on how to react the Model 2 because through the regulations analysis, the IV in Model 2 has shown they has a strong relationship with the DB, especially for the inflation and unemployment rates. The change of external factor will direct effect to Parkson operational risk. It is better for the Parkson to prepare a framework as a guideline to to manage the risk and to reduce the impact of the external factor on their company. From me for the presentation individual assignment. Thank you for listening.